One guy you mentioned in your pod, in your BSJ article, also Sherrod, was Romeo, who again, call me crazy.
Romeo, who?
John, we're there. Zannis, we're there with Romeo.
I'm still bullish on Romeo, but the quote from the executive that you talked to, an East executive, was, there might be a team out there that values him, and the executive said that he's still got big upside. Okay, and that's again,
I'm telling you,
where I'm staying on this, and I get beat up a little on it, but this is a guy who was a top 3 high school recruit entering college, didn't have a great college season, which is why he slipped to 14 plus his injury. And he has a great pedigree and an ability to score and do a lot of things that impressed a lot of people. Granted, not at this level, and not even really at the college level, but there's a lot of things that he could do and a lot of things this team needs that he can do. So I am still holding out hope that Romeo, if he's not and again, I hate the idea of trading him before he goes out there and plays 15 minutes for you. I think that that's just bad business because it's selling him at an all-time low. I'm counting on an actual contribution from him.
Well, here's the thing. He had that stretch last season where it was like 3 or 4 games. It wasn't a long stretch, but 3 or 4 games where he looked really good. And it wasn't so much his scoring, it was his defense. That's the part of his game that I was told, again, last year, because I got a text from executive, was just like, Romeo? Defense? Then it was just like, WTF? Question mark, question mark. We never saw that from him in high school because he was so good offensively. We never saw that at Indiana because he was actually playing with an injury most of his one season at Indiana. That's why, it made sense for him to turn pro when he did, because you don't want that to be something that becomes part of your narrative, which, as it turned out, it is exactly that, part of his narrative. Romeo's a good player when he's healthy, but that's the big if. Can he stay healthy long enough to help you? But look, to me, if it means getting an elite rotation guy that has some upside, that's in their low to mid-20s age-wise, and I got to give up Romeo, I'll probably do it. But if you're talking about getting someone who's at the end of the rope, who's like 34, 35 years old, is, once they're done with us, they're done with the league, hell no. Not happening.
No,
I
hate the ultimate sell low.
I hate him as a throw-in. Hate him.
Right.
Because it's going to come back and bite Danny in the ass.
I hate it. It feels like right. It feels like a Bagwell for Larry Anderson situation. It feels like way too much of a sell low, where, yeah, you might get something, but this would be the classic Band-Aid. You get somebody who helps a little, and you give away something that has a much, much, much higher upside. I can't see that. He has to be a sweetener or a central piece in a better deal, or else you're really, really just giving him away for nothing.
Yeah.
No, 100%. I mean, that's why it's so frustrating, though, like waiting for this guy to get on the court. Again, another player where you want to see what they have and what do they have in this player? What is it? Same Neesmith, Romeo, Rob up until like 2 months ago. I mean, they've got all these young guys in their team that nobody knows what the hell they're capable of. Yeah, Neesmith. Hey,
wasn't
Neesmith
it sad seeing him check in late with standing next to Taco, and I was like, oh, 5 games ago you were playing, buddy. What happened?
Hey, Taco hit him with the 3. Yeah, Sherrod, what's your take on Neesmith, the whole Neesmith situation, actually?
You know what? I think that he's kind of like Rob, and it's from the standpoint of he hasn't done enough to gain Brad's trust in him, and he was doing some good things when he played. But he was making some mistakes as well. And I think Brad's at that point now where Brad is just rolling with the guys that he trusts. That's why this rotation got shortened. And if you notice, the guys that were in that rotation were guys that he's been with for years. You look at a guy like, Peyton Pritchard, who's done a lot of really good things. We're starting to see him in and out. Where Brad is leaning more on Teague than he is on Peyton. You see that we've seen that with Rob. We're seeing that with Naismith. I think eventually those guys can help them win a game or two down the road, but they've got to earn the head coach's trust. And I get it. I mean,
garbage time.